Hello, welcome to UToledo Mindful Monday. I'm Professor Jay and I shall be your host. Did you know that things don't necessarily mean anything other than what you decide to make them mean? It's kind of an interesting thought to consider. It's kind of an interesting thing to ponder a little bit. Meaning. Now, this is not just a philosophy class. This actually has a direct relationship on your stress levels and how you navigate your day. But let's talk about meaning. If a thing happens, is the meaning of what that thing is inherent and automatic and guaranteed for everybody? Will everybody have the same meaning from it? The answer is obviously no. You can take a sporting event and a certain team wins, right? What does that mean? Well, maybe it depends. Do you care about sports? Maybe it means very little to you. Maybe you deeply care about this one team and not the other, and your team won, so that means it's nice, or the opposite. The meaning clearly has something to do with how we frame our experiences. So here's the point of this. If you think about things in a way that everything has a negative meaning for you, no one can help you, right? You can take literally the best thing possible and turn it into a negative event. You get an A in the class. Oh, great. Now I have to get an A in every class. Now I got to get an A next time. Oh boy, what happens when I don't get an A? See, this is terrible, right? So notice the self-talk. Notice the way that you narrate to yourself what things mean, and just ask yourself objectively, do I believe that? Is that true for me? Is there another meaning that could actually be better for me to use? Last week we talked a little bit about shame. Does this mean I'm a horrible person, or does this mean I've got a lesson to learn and a chance to improve? A big difference. Now, I read a book when I was younger called Man's Search for Meaning. It's by Viktor Frankl. Fantastic book. And it really is the story of this person's incredibly unfortunate experience of being in the Nazi concentration camps. And he survived. And he survived because he learned how to make meaning out of the situation. When other people around him were just giving up, and rightfully so, and just not being able to continue, he just resolved to say, I'm going to survive, and it's going to mean that I'm going to be able to communicate to the world that this happened so it never happens again. It's a great testament to human experience, to the human spirit, to our potential, and it's certainly a lesson for all of us. If you're living our lives here today, and let's say it's less stressful than a concentration camp probably is, and yet you're living with meanings that are telling you how terrible things are, pay attention to it. Notice how you're framing your experience. Question it, don't uncritically just accept it, and see if you can use a framing that's actually helpful for you. Be mindful of your self-talk. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next week.